Alright, throughout time some people have asked me, how do I backdate these Athearn shells? I'm using Canon & Company chicken wire grills. And to do this one here I'm not backdating, obviously. I'm already modeling it into an ex-Canadian Pacific. One of the few that still has the corrugated grills. So what I do is I take a number 50 drill and drill along the lip. This takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. And I leave the last two sections of the corrugation. Then what I do is take masking tape, 2 layers, and then maybe possibly 2 layers going up and down here. Cut that out with a number 11 blade and then file it open. Then there is a lip around the chicken wire grills that will fit in to that slot. So I come back every little while after filing and I keep test fitting. You want the tightest possible fit you possibly can get with the piece sitting flat. After that's done, I remove the masking tape, put some fresh masking tape in there, and with a number 11 blade, I scrape the upper lip away above the doors, and then sand everything flush. So the piece should fit perfectly flush onto the locomotive. And here's what I got on the other side. I still have to file and sand and scrape some of the corrugated grills away. Now it just so happens I've done this, I just actually looked at my log, 78 times. I modeled a bunch of Chicago Northwestern locomotives, Milwaukee Road, Norfolk Southern. And this is what your end product should look like. You never want to use any excess glue or putty. You'll never retrieve door detail back. So you want to get the cleanest sanding done on this. I've actually also shortened these grills down before Canon came out with the GP38-2 grill. I used to make Elgin, Gillette, and Eastern SD38-2s. This shell here has the flat pilot, so to say. This is from 1985. This locomotive right here. This was out of my dad's collection. I changed the grills over, and then I had a whole slew of extra shells. I cut the nose completely off, and then I grafted a GP38-2 nose on there. This is one of my few. It's actually a dummy unit. I still have some dummy unit kits in my collection that I'm going to use up one day. 9470, and I got a sister unit, 9472. Both of these engines were ex-Southern, and they left for Brazil, I want to say back in 2004. And I got my XCP with miniatures by Eric. Whole bunch of custom made parts, some rail power parts. This one is an ex-Southern, and it was retired in 1997, I want to say. It was a high nose. It was a SD40-2B when it was bought by the Canadian Pacific. When Canadian Pacific retired it, it was one of 38 SD40-2s to go to America Latina Logística. Still the only one retaining its high hood. They actually retrieved a low nose off of a Southern Pacific SD40R. As soon as I get this nose set in and everything sanded down, I'm going to have to put a blank light package up here. But I thought that 9488 definitely deserves to be modeled. Once again, it's another locomotive on my dad's collection. I have many, many, many to go. I got to get rid of these pins, close up the coupler box like I did here. Then the coupler box is going to hold the locomotive and underframe all together. But I figured I'd post. A lot of people have been asking me, not on YouTube, but a lot of my friends, and I've seen some very crude examples of doing this throughout the last 25 years of going to train shows and such, and people glob glue around them and putty around them. And if you take your time, this is already 3 days of work right here, because I sometimes get frustrated and walk away. You might be able to do everything in one evening, but sometimes I just walk away, because if I do, the end result is definitely worth it. Oh, and a little side note, I might possibly be starting my layout this upcoming Thursday. Thanks for watching. Bye.